Paul McDonald back with you here. Double punch there. Paul McDonald back with you here at Hannah Field. And we are just about set ready for our junior varsity game. Amari Ronsberg has the ball teed up. And we are underway for our junior varsity game. Ball hits at about the 30-yard line. Bobble, and it goes out of bounds. Oh, hang on. Don't be hitting people now, Chase. I know you like to do that, but not after the play's over. So it'll be first down and 10 coming up here for the Ellendale, Edgeley, Kulm Thunder. And they'll have a first and 10 at their own 18-yard line. And actually, now that the sun's down, it shouldn't be too hard seeing those numbers as long as I use my binoculars here to see what's going on out there. And on the first play, again, the big-time play coming up defensively. That's Amari Ronsberg that flies in there and comes up with the cornerback hit. That'll bring up a second down here for Ellendale, Edgeley, Kulm. Connor Gilbert, freshman. He was the one that was receiving that kick. And he's a wide receiver here to the near side of the field. Reagan Sand listed as wide receiver. He's in at quarterback. I formation. Sand, he wants to run it himself. He's got some running room, and he spun down. He had running room, and then that hole closed in a hurry, and the Highliners swarmed to the ball and bring him down. I think that was Hunter Undum that started that play and dislodged and disrupted it in the backfield. And Sand was able to get back to about the 18-yard line. So we'll bring up a 3rd and 10 from the 18. Again, we've had sunny skies all day. Now the clouds starting to roll in. I know we're actually supposed to get some showers later in the week, but I don't think anything is expected here yet tonight. From the 18-yard line, 3rd down and 10 for the Thunder. I formation. From the 18, Sand wants to throw. Rolling here near side, looking. Under pressure, gets away, stops, fires, middle part of the field. Got him incomplete at the 40-yard line and out to the 50-yard line. On the completion there, across the middle was Gilbert. And it was Hunter, check that, on the tackle. The Highliners said to do a little touchdown-saving tackle, but it is a, oh, do we have a flag? Oh, thank you, Beckett. I didn't see that. Well, flag back at the line of scrimmage. They're going to say he was over the line of scrimmage. That's an illegal forward pass because he was over the line of scrimmage when he threw that. And so forget about all of that. And see, it will be a loss of down as well. Which will make it a fourth down. Well, maybe it wasn't a legal forward pass, but it will be back to the 17-yard line. 7:48 here in the first quarter. Well, you're not going to call it a loss of down. Here's the run play. Sand looking to throw. Looking. Again, throwing near side. Has his man complete at the 30. And that's going to be a pickup about 13 yards. Hunter Undum coming up with the tackle there for Valley City. But it will be enough for a first down out to the 30-yard line. Sand completing that one. I had number 3, and no number 3 on the roster I have, but Sand with the completion from the 30-yard line. First down and 10. He wants to throw again, back to pass. Middle screen, has his man complete. Out across the 35 and out to a 40, and that's going to be enough for a first down. Powering his way for the first down, Tate Mattern on the carry, on the completion. Across the 40 to the 41, gain of 11, and it is another first down for the Thunder. 6.5 minutes here in the opening quarter, no score. Nolan Galbraith has been lining up. He is the fullback. Mattern is the tailback. From the 41-yard line on the first down play. Sand rolling out near side, looking to throw, chased by Ronsberg, throws downfield, has his man complete, and then out of bounds here along the near sideline at the 30-yard line, inside the 30 to the 28. And the completion. That goes to Briggs Schlosser on the completion. And on the tackle was Brady Broughton for Valley City to the 28-yard line. We're closing in on the 6-minute mark here in the first quarter. I formation from the 28. Sand back to pass. Looking, throwing deep over the middle, incomplete. And it might have been a good thing that that pass was overthrown and incomplete. As if not, I think Gilbert might have been lit up like a 4th of July firecracker by one of the Highliners that was back deep. So this goes down as an incompleted pass, brings up second down and 10. I think that was Broughton that was ready to lower the boom. From the 28, second down and 10. 2 receivers near side, I formation. Here's the first handoff. Goldberg gets to the 30, or Mattern to the 25. Still on his feet to the 20. He's loose to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown. That is Tate Mattern. The tailback takes it in from 28 yards out with 5:39 to go here in the first quarter. And I don't see any flags on this one. And so Ellendale Edgeley Kulm will strike first. On the Tate Mattern 28-yard touchdown run. They go for 2. Pitch goes to Tate to the outside of the 5, looking for the pylon, and he's going to get in for the touchdown. So we come back up the field with 5:39 left to go here in quarter number 1. As is Ellendale Edgeley Kulm 8, Valley City nothing. We're back with the kickoff. This is Highliner Junior Varsity Football on the Highliner Activity Network. Well, the touchdown drive there by the Thunder. They lead it now 8-0. And now here comes the kickoff. And it is a high end-over-end kick. And taken at the 20-yard line under 25-30 to the outside. Check on the return. Out to the 40, 45 to midfield and brought down across midfield. And on the return there, we have an 81 who's not on my roster. Hey. Even the home team doesn't get supply everybody. So it'll be 1st and 10 now for Valley City from the 47-yard line. And you got some gentlemen in the room next door that might be able to help me with some of the names here. From the 47. Snap, Colton Gerlach in at quarterback in the handoff, and Christian Modlin, I think, there on the carry, puts his head down and tried to run right over one of the Thunder at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 10. There is a flag on the far side of the field against Valley City. So they will mark him off. The 5-yard penalty takes it back to the 43 or 48. So back to the 48-yard line. No, they are going to. Yeah, it's going to 10-yard penalty to the 43. That's more like it. That almost looks like Aiden Stanton Ring. That's number 81, but I know his normally wears 15. I'll have to double check that. From the 43-yard line, I formation, 2 receivers right, 1 here to the near side. Gerlach with the snap, looking to throw, wants to go for Chase Coughlin, and he caught it at the 25. Here goes Chase Coughlin to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Valley City. There is a flag back at the 46-yard line. Hold your bingo cards. He just threw it up for grabs and ineligible participation, and that goes against Valley City, and that negates a 57-yard touchdown reception from Gerlach to Coughlin. My, oh my. They just threw it up for grabs. The defensive back, sometimes they always tell defensive backs if it's a 50-50 ball, maybe don't go for the INT, just knock it away. But they went for the INT, went through the hands of the defensive back into the hands of Chase Coughlin, and he was off to the races 35 yards downfield. But it's all for naught because of the penalty against Valley City. So now they're going to go back to their 38-yard line. So instead of down 8-6 and going for 2, they're going to face a 1st down from their own 38-yard line. And they need to get to the visitors' 48-yard line. So it'll be a whole bunch here for Valley City. Or check, the 38, So about 24 yards for a 1st down for the Highliners. With 4 minutes and 15 seconds left to go here in quarter number 1. 8-0 Thunder with the lead. Aaron Heck, the junior varsity coach, assisted by Justin Cruz, Masila Sia. Also head coach Chad Smith on the sidelines. Coordinator Rob Hunt. There's a snap over the head of everybody, and Gerlach just retreats and falls on it inside the 20 down to the 18. Boy, things have just gone from bad to worse on this drive for Valley City after a nice kickoff return for the Highliners. And then what looked to be a 57-yard touchdown called back because of a penalty. And now a bad snap. And they have a whole lot of real estate to cover in the next 3 downs. It is 2nd down from the 18-yard line. So it is 2nd and 44 from the 18. Well, what's in the playbook for 2nd and 44? I don't know. How about 3 plays of 11 yards each or 3 plays of 15 yards each? That'll be just as good. And that might be a flag. Another bad snap. Gerlach retreats to the 5. Now he's going to run. He's got a lot of people behind him. Gerlach to the 20. Avery to the 25. Across to the 30. We've got a flag on the play. Boy, there was about 7 or 8 Thunder behind Avery that if he could have found a big hole, he was going to be off to the races. But now a flag comes flying in, which usually is in the place of an illegal block when something like that happens. That looked like a jailbreak after the bad snap. Gerlach was making something out of nothing, but it's all going to come back again. Again, blind side block. That's the second one of those on the Highliners. One happened in the junior varsity or junior high game. So a blind side block negates a nice run by Avery Gerlach. They're out of the hole somewhat, out to the 17-yard line. So it is going to actually be another loss of a yard, really. And so the Highliners still facing a second down. 2nd and 45 for Valley City. With 2:59 left to go here in the first quarter. 8-0 Thunder leading. So they'll send Chase Coughlin here to the near side. 2 receivers now wide to the far side of the field. Now they're going to send Tegan Cleveguard over there to set up trips to the right. And now time called or play clock. Oh, the scoreboard went out. We've lost power here. It's just there it is. You just reset it, you hit resume game, and everything's copacetic. Here's a snap. This time not too bad. Gerlach has it. Looking to throw. Looking for Coughlin again. Near side. Has it and intercepted at the 40-yard line. He had his man turned around, but turning around just in time was Briggs Schlosser and comes up with the INT. And the Thunder will take over 1st and 10. Boy, that drive just was not good for Valley City. There was some positives, but every positive there was a big negative. It'll be 1st and 10 for the 40-yard line. Now we'll see if the defense can come up here with a big stop. Well, they know they can move the ball. Now they just clean up a couple of things, and they're in good shape. From the 40-yard line, 1st down and 10. Sand, play action, keeps it to the 40. Bounces outside to the 30. Sand far sideline, 25-20, 15-10, 5. Touchdown for the Thunder. Reagan Sand takes it in from 40 yards after the INT. And with 2 minutes and 18 seconds left to go here in the first quarter, Ellendale Edgeley Kulm now leads at 14-0 with the conversion pending. So Sand with a 40-yard touchdown run. Tate Mattern, he had a 28-yard touchdown run. And now the conversion here for the Thunder. Sand wants to throw. He rolls out, and he'll throw into the end zone, incomplete. Was being chased from behind there for Valley City. I think that was Alexander. It was Alexander Russell that had the pressure. Russell had a couple of sacks in the loss to Hillsborough Central Valley on Friday night. There he pressured the quarterback. An errant throw, so the conversion is no good. And with 2:18 left to go here in this first quarter, it is 14-0. Ellendale Edgeley Kulm with the lead. And we'll be back with the kickoff. This is Highliner football on the Highliner Activity Network. And now the kickoff here for the Thunder. Line drive kick, low kick, short kick. Grabbed at the 25-yard line to the 30. Middle return, 35. And then clothesline there and brought down quickly on the return. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Valley City. I want to say that was Lane Jorson that on the return on the short kick. So the Highliners, decent starting field position from their own 37-yard line with 1:49 left to go. Clock ticking here, quarter number 1, trailing 14-0. That is Aiden Stanton Ring that is wearing 81 instead of his normal 15. He's wide to the far side of the field. And it might be a busted play. Handoff, second back through, but they're going to get runs of positive yardage. But again, another flag comes flying in on Christian Modlin. He was the only guy left in the backfield. So it's holding against Valley City as they line up in that T wishbone formation with the quarterback, the wishbone formation and the pistol. The quarterback is in the shotgun with guys on either side of him, and then another back further back. So almost like a wishbone setup, but with the shotgun with the quarterback. And Modlin was the tailback, and he had a good carry out to the 45-yard line, but the holding penalty takes it back again. But really, the Highliners junior varsity have not had this many penalties called this year. They've been fairly clean for the most part. But now back to the 27-yard line after that holding penalty with 1:25 to go in the first quarter, trailing 14-0. They're facing a first down and long here from their own 28. Gerlach again gives out to Modlin. Modlin bounces it to the outside. Christian, he's across the 35, out to the 40. Modlin the 45-50. He's at the far sideline, still going down into Thunder territory at the 40-yard line. Let's look for flags. I'm not seeing anything, and that is a nice run by Christian Modlin. Takes it down 32 yards. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Highliners at the Thunder 40-yard line. So the big freshman, 6 foot 177, running his way down on that far sideline, stays in bounds, shedding tacklers, and takes it to the 40. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Highliners at the Thunder 40-yard line with 35 seconds to go. We're in the first quarter, and Ellendale Edgeley Kulm leading it 14-0. They'll send two receivers split wide to the far side. That's Cleveguard and Stanring. Now they go trips right. One here to the near side is Coughlin. Modlin took a step forward, now steps back, gets set. Gerlach to throw, going deep, middle of the field for Coughlin. Another jump ball incomplete. Again, a little bit underthrown and a jump ball situation. The defensive back, Briggs Slosher, who has about not too much height advantage over Chase Coughlin, but enough. And that time, that did not come up with the interception. We've had a couple of those where Chase has been behind the defensive back, but it was underthrown. One, Chase did catch and took it to the house. It was called back to a penalty. The last time, Slosher came up with a pick. That time goes incomplete. So 2nd down and 10 from the 40-yard line with 11 seconds left to go here in quarter number 1. Highliners trying to get something going here, trailing 14-0. 3 receivers here to the near side. Conklin is split out wide to the right. Snap, Gerlach. Behind him, screen, Modlin. Christian to the 40, to the 35. He's got a first down at the 30, to the 25, and then brought down inside the 25 to about the 22-yard line. Connor Gilbert on the tackle there for the Thunder, but another nice completion. That's how the first quarter comes to an end to the 21-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Valley City after that 19-yard completion. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the Thunder 21 when we return for the start of the second quarter. This is Highliner football on the Highliner Activity Network. So after that 19-yard completion from Avery Gerlach to, or a 19-yard run by Christian Modlin, it'll be 1st and 10 for Valley City at the 21-yard line in Thunder territory as we get ready to start the second quarter. Thunder leading at 10-0. A 20-yard touchdown run by Tate Mattern, a 40-yard touchdown run by Regan Sand. Again in that shotgun wishbone, and the flag flies. I think one of the backs moved too early, and they did. Ball start against Valley City. So back them up 5 to the 26-yard line. And I've been saying Avery Gerlach, quarterback. That's Colton, the elder of the two. Colton Gerlach in at quarterback. Colton is a freshman, 5'5", 131. The line of scrimmage at 26, 1st and 15 for the Highliners. Again, the shotgun wishbone formation. Modlin will dot the I. He's back behind everybody. Snap to Gerlach, gives out to Christian with a stiff arm and wrapped up, and down he goes at the 29-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 3 more. And coming up there defensively for the Thunder is Tate Mattern and Ethan Tazarek on the tackle. But a loss back to the 28-yard line, so a loss of 2 brings up 2nd down and 17 for Valley City from the 28-yard line. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 here to the near side. Modlin, the lone setback behind Gerlach. Colton gets the snap, back to throw, looking, sets up, going deep, wobbler, short, and it is caught at the 10-yard line for Valley City. And there was a fight for it, and I'm going to say it is caught by Valley City. Coming back and catching that one was Tegan Cleveguard. And he wrestled it away from Gilbert. So the Highliners will have it, but it'll still be, boy, it's very, very close to a 1st down. They needed to get to the 11, and they are going to move the stick. So it is enough for a 1st down, a 17-yard completion. It'll be 1st and 10 for Valley City at the Thunder 11-yard line, which means they can get a 1st down before they get a touchdown. 8 minutes, 34 seconds. Clock on the move here in quarter number 2. Highlanders trailing 14-0, but knocking on the door. From the 11-yard line, it is 1st down and 10. Ronsberg, good snap. Gerlach bumbles the handoff, picks it up, and Colton's going to add lib to the 10, spins down inside the 10, down about the 4. Well, that, again, could have been disaster as he and Modlin had a misexchange, and the ball came rolling out, but it was picked up by Gerlach, and he was able to get it to the 6-yard line, picks up 5 yards. It'll bring up 2nd down and 5 for the Highliners at the Thunder 6. So the Highlanders will come up to the line of scrimmage facing a 2nd down. A receiver wide to the far side. Cleveguard, Undum in the backfield on either side of quarterback Gerlach with Modlin right behind him. Here's the snap now. Again, a busted play. Gerlach is going to have to ad lib on this one. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. Still on his feet inside the 5 and thrown down. And they threw him almost into the end zone. But he gets thrown down at the 1-yard line. Again, he was looking to his left to give the ball to his running back, and he wasn't there. He was on the other side, and they ended up having to, on that busted play, figure something out. And Gerlach takes it down to the 2-yard line. And that will bring up a 3rd and about a yard from the 2. Or they're going to call it 3rd and a yard from the 3, but a timeout for Valley City. So the Highliners have been a little bit lucky here on this drive, and they have persevered and finding themselves now at a 3rd down and 1 from the 3-yard line. They're lining up as best way to describe it for me, and it's not so much a wing T, that's more of a shotgun wishbone formation with your tailback and then 2 backs on either side of your quarterback. And your tailback is the one that's more than likely going to get the ball, but Braden Heck, their assistant coach here for Valley City, also on the sidelines as the entire coaching staff. Brandon Heck, Justin Cruz, Masila Siwa, All on the sidelines with Rob Hunt, the O coordinator, head coach Chad Smith, handful of players. That's a loaded sideline right now. Line of scrimmage is the 2. It is 3rd and a yard here for Valley City. Gerlach, low snap, has it, gives Christian Modlin to the outside, and no, tripped up in the backfield. And he will be short of the first down. And he'll bring up a 4th down play. Jaden Raskun on the tackle. So it is 4th down here for Valley City. 6.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Highliners trailing at 14-0. 4th and 3. They need to get inside the 2-yard line for a first down. So a big 4th down play here for the Highliner offense. They will send Cleveguard. He'll be to the left of Gerlach. Hunter Undum to the right. Model in the lone setback. Gerlach wants to carry, cuts it back inside, and Colton leans for the end zone. Touchdown, Valley City. And Colton Gerlach will take it in from 3 yards out with 6:01 to go here in the second quarter. And Gerlach with the 3-yard run. And now waiting the extra point. It's now 14-6. Coach Aaron Heck setting the play in with his quarterback for this conversion attempt. So he gets into the huddle. This is key here. Down 14-6 right now. Either way, it's only going to be a 1-possession game. Modlin back behind Gerlach. Gerlach wants to throw. Rolling out. Under pressure. Spins into a sack. Down he goes. So the conversion fails. And with 6:01 left to go here in quarter number 2, 14-6 is your score. Valley City trailing Ellendale, Edgeley, Kulm in our junior varsity football game. Back with more on the Highline Activity Network. So the touchdown drive there for Valley City. And Colton Gerlach will take it in. Now Amari Ronsberg has the ball teed up. We'll kick her off here for Valley City. As we're halfway through the second quarter with the Highliners now trailing it 14-6. In the right-footed kick, low liner. And taken at the 20-yard line to the 25. Looking for running room out to across the 25, and not much running room there for Mattern. Hunter Undum coming up with the tackle for Valley City. And it'll be out across the 25, and we'll mark it at the 28-yard line. And it'll be first down and 10 for the Thunder. And they'll have it at the 28-yard line. Receivers wide to both sides of the field. Reagan Sand, he is at quarterback. I formation behind him. Mattern will dot the I. Tate gets the handoff. And Mattern gets away from the initial surge, and he's going to be wrapped up and brought down right back at the line of scrimmage. Hunter Undum, Hunter Undum there for Valley City. Also on the tackle was Juko Matson. And it'll be out to the 29-yard line. So give him a gain of a yard out to the 29. Brings up second down and 9 for the Thunder at their own 29-yard line. 4:48, clock ticking, first half. Second quarter, 14-6 Thunder. Sand back to pass. Looking, he wants to go deep. Far side, has his man complete, and then incomplete. Oh, man, coming up there, that was Who came out? That was Brody Wendell that came up with a hit that knocked the ball free, or it would have been a completion, and a big completion for the Thunder, but that was broken up by Wendell. The 5'8", 156-pound sophomore came up with a hit there. Will bring up a 3rd down and 9 for the Thunder from the 29-yard line. So a good play there by Wendell in the defensive backfield for Valley City. Now 3rd and 9 for the Thunder. They have trips to the far side of the field. Reagan Sand gets the snap. He wants to run. Sand here to the near side. He's at the 30, out to the 35, 40. Foot race near sideline 40. Sand to the 30, Sand to the 20, Sand to the 10, and touchdown Thunder. No flags on the play. And that will be, there is one right back here at the 42-yard line. So there is a flag on the play that may negate that 72-yard run, and they'll get a bunch of it, but not all of it. They're waving off the flag, so they take the flag back, and it will be a 72-yard touchdown run by Reagan Sand with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Sand with his second touchdown. The first one 40 yards. This one goes 72. And is now 20-6 Thunder with the conversion pending. Oh boy, what a change of events, and the momentum swung quickly after the Highliners were able to march it downfield and pop in a touchdown. And now the Thunder have come right back, and a couple of big defensive plays for Valley City forced a 3rd and long. I formation, Sand under center, rolling out to the far side. He's got a man in the end zone, throw caught, and there is your 2-point conversion. On the completion there on the far side is Lewis Schmidt. And so Sand to Schmidt, and that is your 2-point conversion. So with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to go here in this second quarter, 22-6 your score. Thunder leading the Highliners. We're back with more Highliner football on the Highliner Activity Network. On that touchdown drive, 4 plays and 72 yards. I said a 71-yard. It was actually a 72-yard score. It was a 71-yard touchdown run by Reagan Sand, who's got 111 yards rushing on just 2 carries. Here's the kickoff. Low liner again. And that hits off the ankle. And grabs it at the 25 to the 30. That is Stan Ring to the 35. And Stan Ring to the 40. Across the 45 to the 50. And Ring is going to get brought out of bounds right along the near sideline, right in front of his own bench here. Well, it could have been a horse collar back a little bit further, but Stan Ring with the return. And he takes it into Thunder territory to the 41-yard line. That is a 34-yard return for Stan Ring, and a good start here for Valley City. 1st and 10 for the Highliners at the Thunder 41-yard line with 3 minutes and 43 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Highliners down 22-6. Like nothing more than pop in 8 points here before halftime. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the far side of the field. Modeling the lone setback into block. Gerlach wants to throw. Throws off his back foot and complete. It was knocked away. Just kind of slung that one out there. Again, was looking for Chase Congan, and Hunter Undum was back deep as well. Oh, there's a flag. Thank you, sir. My eagle eyes up here. A flag back at, that could be roughing the passer. As that is going to be the call, or at least it is a big penalty. 15-yard, it'll take it to the 26. So that is going to be the call of roughing the passer penalty. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Valley City now at the Thunder 26-yard line. So they're helped out by a big penalty. With 3 minutes and 23 seconds left to go here in the second quarter, 22-6, Thunder on top. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Modlin the lone setback behind Colton Gerlach. Gets the snap to throw. Pumps, fires, deep, over the middle, and it is incomplete as a couple of Thunder were fighting over it. And then the ball popped free and almost went into the hands of either Chase Coughlin or Hunter Undum. They were both down there. He was looking for a Tegan Cleveguard at the goal line and underthrew it. It almost looked like a Hail Mary at the end of a game, but it goes down as an incompletion. The Highliners dodge a bullet there. That could have been a disaster. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 26-yard line with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go here in this second quarter. Gerlach, 3 receivers right, 1 to the far side. Straight back to pass. Gerlach again going deep for Cleveguard and overshot him this time. He had his men beat, but this time he overthrew him instead of underthrew him. So if we find that happy medium, we're going to have some completions. So the incompleted pass makes it 3rd down and 10 for Valley City. And the ball again is at the 26-yard line. Gerlach gets the play from Coach Aaron Heck. Now brings it into the huddle. From the 26, 2 receivers, 3 again, trips to the near side, 1 to the far side. Gerlach to throw. Everybody out, throwing over the middle, incomplete, intended for Tegan Cleveguard. And that went right through his hands. A little bit further downfield was Stanton Ring. But Tate Mattern was there defensively for the Thunder. So it'll bring up 4th down. Highliners are not taking enough time off this clock as they could give the Thunder the ball back with a lot of time left to go. That's why getting at least 1 more 1st down would be beneficial here for Valley City. And now a timeout going to be taken by the Highliners. That is their 2nd timeout here in the second half, or in the second quarter. 3:06 to go. We're in quarter number 2, 22-6, Thunder leading. We're back with more Highliner football on the Highliner Activity Network. Big 4th down play here for Valley City from the 26-yard line. It is 4th and 10. Gerlach in the pistol, looking to throw. Throwing over the middle, incomplete. Looking for Chase Coughlin. Almost looked like Chase was just a little bit behind him on the throw. And that will turn the ball over on downs, and the Thunder will take over 1st down and 10 from their own 26-yard line with 3:01 to go. They have all 3 of their timeouts. And 3:01 remaining in the second quarter, leading at 22-6. Highlanders will get the ball to start the third quarter. Line of scrimmage is the 26. Sand pitches to Mattern. Tate to the outside at the 30, at the 35, and then tried to sidestep a tackle, but a nice open field tackle made there by Trenton Gisler. As he just reached out, got enough of the shoe to trip him up out at the 37-yard line, but it's an 11-yard pickup for Tate Mattern. Another 1st down for the Thunder. 1st and 10 at the 37. It's starting to get dark here as I look to the west. They got the lights on. Lights have been on since the opening tap, or since the opening kickoff. Wrong sport. We'll worry about the opening tap here in a little bit. At the 37, Sand gives Mattern, bounces it to the outside, and good open field tackle there, down low on the tackle for Valley City. Grabbing him around the ankles and holding on was Hunter Undum. And then coming up top was Aiden Stanring to finish it. It's going to be a loss back to the 34-yard line, loss of 3 yards. It'll be second down and 13 for the Thunder at the Valley City, or at their own 34-yard line with 1:53 to go, second quarter, 22-6, EEK leading. Receivers line both sides of the field. And a I formation behind Sand, play action. Sand rolling out, looking, going deep, got a man wide open at the 30, missed coverage there, and that is going to be a touchdown of 66 yards. As Sand found a teammate wide open, and that was Briggs Schlosser, and it is going to go for 66 yards. And with 1 minute and 27 seconds to go in the second quarter, Sand now is responsible for 3 touchdowns, ran for 2, and now is thrown for 1. And now awaiting the conversion. It is 28-6 Thunder. I formation behind quarterback Reagan Sand. And now he wants to throw for it, and he's got his man on the screen and in for the touchdown. Or the conversion. Gilbert on the completion from Sand. And with 1:27 to go in the second quarter, your score now reads Ellendale Edgeley Kulm 30 and Valley City 6. We're back with more Highliner football from Hannah Field on the Highliner Activity Network. And now the kickoff here for the Thunder. Again, a short kick taken by one of the up men. That's Wendell on the far side. And Wendell will get out to about the 40-yard line. And that was where the Highliner offense will come back out from the 40. It'll be 1st and 10 for Valley City with a minute to go here in this second quarter. Clock ticking. And it's a 30-6 advantage here for the Thunder, as they have scored 16 unanswered points from the 40-yard line. Gerlach in the pistol, gets the snap. He'll throw near side, looking, and caught. Back to the way. Chase Cogden to the 40. He's at the 30, to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Valley City. No flags. 60-yard completion touchdown. Colton Gerlach to Chase Coughlin. And with 25 seconds to go in the quarter, the Highlanders, bada boom, bada bing, get themselves right back in this one as Gerlach hooks up with Coughlin. They hooked up earlier with a touchdown that was called back. But this one will go for good. 60 yards. Well, we are seeing big play after big play here. And now the 2-point conversion for Valley City. Gerlach, he wants to run it himself. Cuts it inside, puts his head down, and he is not going to get in. So the run fails, and we come back up the field with 25 seconds left to go in the first half. Your score, it is Ellendale Edgeley Kulm 30, Valley City 6. We're back with the kickoff. This is Highliner football on the Highliner Activity Network. Well, as Chase Conglin just went off for a 60-yard touchdown, his sister Charlie, who plays for the Thunder, just came up there holding a hammer. So she must have got the hammer award tonight in practice for the Thunder. So look at the Conglin kids doing something here on this Monday night. Chase just hooks up for a 60-yard touchdown, and Charlie gets the hammer award from Thunder football. Speaking of which, we got the Thunder Bowl coming up next Thursday, October 9th, 6:30 here at Hannah Field. 3 teams, they'll each play each other. They'll get a couple of games in. We'll do halves, 2 halves, 3 halves of football. And that'll be coming up next week for the Thunder Bowl. Ronsberg with the ball teed up, ready to kick her deep here for Valley City. High kick, short kick. Hits it about the 30. That's a free ball. It rolls to the sidelines, and did the Highliners recover it? There's the flag. I'm going to say he's out of bounds. Oh, the Highliners got it, but I think it just went out of bounds before they could get to it. And so the ball will stay with the Ellendale Edgeley Kulm. They'll have it at the 35-yard line. Boy, that was awfully close as the ball hit at the 30 and then took a left turn, headed towards the sidelines. It's still a free ball. And the Highliners did cover it, but it looks like they were out of bounds or went out of bounds beforehand. And so it'll be 1st and 10 for Ellendale Edgeley Kulm. And the line of scrimmage will be the 35-yard line. With 23 seconds left to go here in this first half. The Thunder leading it 30-12. And it has been big play after big play on both sides tonight offensively. I formation from the 35. Regan Sand rolling out, looking for more. Looking, throws downfield, has his man complete at midfield, running back to the middle of the field instead of going out of bounds. And he stayed inbounds and came back to the middle of the field and gets out to about the 48. It's enough for a first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Thunder as a timeout is taken. That is the first timeout for the Thunder. And they want 11 seconds up on the clock. So I think they're asking to add 5 seconds to the clock, so get it up to 11. So that's what they're going to be adding a few seconds here on the clock. Hit me, there we go. So they add the 5 seconds. We've got 11 up. It'll be at the 49-yard line. Gain of 14 on that pitch and catch. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Thunder from their own 49-yard line with 11 seconds to go here in the second quarter. And JV is going to get a chance to play under the lights here. And now that we're deep into September, almost done with September, we're into fall, which means the sun's going down a lot earlier. From the 49-yard line. 1st down and 10 for EEK. 2 receivers here to the near side. 1 receiver split wide to the far side. Sand back to throw. Looking, throwing deep here near side and incomplete. Threw a little bit more towards the sideline as he was looking for Schlosser. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10. It took 4 seconds off the clock, so 7 seconds to go. From the 49. Wide receivers on both sides. Now they're just going to take a knee and end the half. So Sand will step back, take a knee, and that'll do it for your first half. Your score at halftime in our junior varsity game here. It has been an entertaining one, but with big play after big play. But your score at halftime, it is Ellendale Edgeley Kulm 30 and Valley City 12. We're back with more Highliner football here from Hannah Field on the Highliner Activity Network. as we get ready for the start of the second half. 30-12 advantage to the Thunder of Ellendale, Edgeley, Kulm. Now back to kicker deep here is Elijah Fuhrer. And the kick, low kick, almost an onside kick. Ball still free, bouncing around like a grease pig. And the Highliners will fall on it at the 36-yard line. It's just a low line drive kick and bounced around. Trevor Mathias was able to come up with it for Valley City. And so the Highliners will actually get decent starting field position. 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line with 9:48 rolling clock here in the third quarter. 30-12 advantage to the Thunder on the big plays of the first half. Tate Mattern, a 28-yard touchdown run. Reagan Sand, a 40-yarder. And he also had a 71-yard run. Gerlach had a 3-yarder for Valley City. Here's the low snap. Gerlach picks it off the ground, throwing over the middle. That's incomplete. As he was going across the middle, and it was knocked away. Now, I don't know if that's Jackson Von Enck or not. I doubt it, because he's an 8th grader. He's the only number 3 I have on the 3 rosters that I got here. But again, finishing that scoring summary with a 14-0. Gerlach's 3-yard run made it 14-6. Then Sand's 71-yard touchdown run and conversion made it 22-6. Sand to Schlosser for 66 yards made it 30-6. And then Gerlach to Conklin for 60 yards made it 30-12. And that's where we stand. About 37 seconds gone here in quarter number 3. Gerlach back to throw. Now he's going to run with it. And Colton is under some pressure, and he is going to be wrapped up and brought down at the 35-yard line. It's going to be a loss of a yard. And coming up defensively, that was Porter Glenn on the tackle. Well, I don't know if it was, I think that was Noah Weichel, the number 60, not number 50. Noah on the tackle. So here we come up to the line of scrimmage for Valley City, facing a 2nd and 11 from the 35. Or 3rd and 11 from the 35. Gerlach has the snap, back to pass. Going near side, looking for Chase Conklin, incomplete. Went a little bit high, and then there was also knocked away and off the hands Briggs Schlosser. And we'll bring up a 4th and 11 for Valley City. And Schlosser was going to go back deep. Now he's going to go back deep to receive a Mari Ronsberg punt. First punt we've seen tonight. And Highliners now at 10 guys, and they'll get 11th out there. Again, Ronsberg, low snap, approaches. High kick. Schlosser comes up, takes it on the run at the 30-yard line, and Schlosser's going to be wrapped up and brought down. Great open field tackle, Chase Conklin, after that 5-yard return. A 35-yard punt, 5-yard return by Schlosser. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 35 for Ellendale Edgeley Kulm with 8 minutes and 18 seconds to go here in third quarter. 30-12. No scoring yet so far here in the second half. And the Thunder will have it at their own 35-yard line. Paul McDonald along with Beckett Ness here from Hannah Field. Glad you could be with us on a Monday night. Coming up, the second half of the football night for you, your Monday night football game, the Jets and the Dolphins. You may want to have some caffeine with that one. Here's a carry out to the 40-yard line. Tate Mattern carries it for about 5, out to the 40, brings up 2nd down and 5. I'll give him across the 40 to the 41, so we'll go 2nd and 4 on that 6-yard pickup. So out of our touchdowns here tonight, which have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touchdowns, 5 of them have been 25 yards or more. 3 have been 60 yards or more. 4 have been 40 or more. Pitch to the wide side to take to Mattern, and Mattern will have the first down as he crosses the 45 and then thrown out of bounds on that far sideline. But it will be enough for another Thunder first down at the 45. Gain of 4 yards for Tate Mattern with 7:33 remaining here in quarter number 3. And Ellendale Edgeley Kulm leading this one by a score of 30-12. At the 45, Sand under center. Rolling out under pressure, gets away from Undum. Now he fires downfield, has a man open and incomplete. And he was looking for Gilbreth downfield and overthrew him. Or that was a sure 6 for the Thunder. It'll just be an incompleted pass. And brings up a 2nd down and 10 from the 45. And we have junior high volleyball coming your way here on Thursday. And that'll be a long course Thursday morning. We'll have Coach's Corner, and that'll be it for this week. A quiet week on the Highliner Activity Network. Beckett and I get a few days off. Well, at least from the Highliner Activity Network. Sand back to pass. He's under pressure. He rolls in the pocket and grabbed there by Trevor Mathias. Gets away from that and gets across the 50 and into Highlander territory at the 48-yard line. A pickup of 7 yards. It'll bring up a 3rd down and short now for the Thunder. 3rd and 3 from the 48. He first eluded Ronsberg and then got out of the grasp of Trevor Mathias. And facing a 3rd down and 3 here for the Thunder. They come up to the line. Receivers wide both sides of the field. They got a wishbone behind them, the traditional wishbone. And it'll be a keep for Sand. And Sand will get close to the first down marker. Boy, if it's left foot, right foot, it might be short, though. The official on the near sideline is saying move the sticks, and they are going to move the chains. It is enough for a first down on the Sand carry for 4, and the first down for the Thunder. It'll be first down and 10 for Ellendale Edgeley Kulm with 6 minutes, 8 seconds to go. Clock on the move here in the 3rd quarter. They lead at 30-12. We have not had any scoring here in the second half thus far. From the 45 in Highlander territory. Sand has Galbraith behind him as the fullback. Mattern is the tailback. From the 45, Sand rolls to the near side. He'll tuck and run to the 45 to the 40. Bounces to the outside, inside of the numbers to the 35 to the 30. Still on his feet now the middle field. It's a foot race. And he is going to be spinning out of a tackle. He's at the 10 to the 5. Touchdown. That is a 45-yard touchdown run by Reagan Sand. And he eluded several tacklers, spun out of a tackle at about the 15, and then spun out of another one around the 10-yard line, and he takes it to the house. Another big play with 5:30 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Sand with a 45-yard touchdown run. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the night, and he has 156 yards just on his 3 touchdowns. Under center for the conversion attempt. And he'll give to his fullback, and it is in for the conversion. So the conversion is good. On the carry was Ethan Tazarek. And with 5.5 minutes left to go here in this 3rd quarter, 38-12, advantage to Ellendale Edgeley Kulm. We're back with the kickoff. This is Highlander Football on the Highlander Activity Network. Elijah Fuhrer has the ball teed up and will kick her deep here. 38-12, Thunder leading it with 5.5 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter. And Fuhrer's a squib kick. It's an onside, and it's recovered by Valley City. That was an intended onside kick, and it is recovered by Alexander Russell. Now they're going to confer to see if it was touched by one of the Thunder before it went 10 yards. If so, then that's a penalty, and the Highliners will have outstanding field position. But either way, they are going to put the flag away, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Valley City at the Thunder 48-yard line. So they tried the squib kick. It didn't work. Alexander Russell fell on it. And so Valley City will have the starting field position at the Thunder 48 with 5:25 remaining here in quarter number 3. 38-12 advantage to the Thunder. Gerlach with the shotgun wishbone formation. Low snap, one hops it, has it. Now he's going to have to do something with it. Spins out of a tackler at the 45 and then wrapped up, and he is going to be brought down for a big-time loss back in his own territory. Tate Madden will be the last off the pile, and actually I think the ball might have squirted free, but Amaya Ronsberg has it in his hands. So it's going to be a loss back to the 47-yard line. That will be a loss of 5. Brings up 2nd down and 15 for Valley City at their own 47. Clock on the move here in the third quarter, 4:50 remaining. 38-12, but Thunder. Highliners were close at one time at 14-6, but then 16 unanswered points by the Thunder. They went up 30-6. That was your halftime score. Now they lead 38-12, or 30-12 was your halftime score. Here's a handoff on the second back through, and the carry for virtually no gain, maybe a loss on the play. Christian Modlin again. That's going to be lost back to the 45. It'll bring up 3rd and long. 3rd and about 17 for Valley City from their own 45-yard line. Gerlach over talking with Coach Aaron Heck. And Messiah Sua, the former Viking, who was on this squad coaching along with Justin Cruz. From the 45, a couple of former VCSU players. Gerlach back to pass. Going deep, looking for Coughlin. He had it. Chase had it at the 30-yard line, and then it popped out of his hands, or he might have been gone for another long touchdown. So it just goes as a long incompletion, and we'll bring up 4th down for Valley City. 4th and 17 from their own 45-yard line with 3:34 remaining in the third quarter. This has been all Thunder here, especially since midway through that second quarter when they had a 14-6 lead and then scored 16 unanswered points. Highliners scored right before half on that big 60-yard touchdown pass, Gerlach to Coughlin. But they have yet to punch in the end zone here in the second half. Gerlach on 4th down to throw. Looking one way. Now rolling out. He's going to run. He's got some room. He's got to the 50. Gerlach back to the far side of the field. 45-40. First down and more. 35-30. 25-20. 15. 10. 5. Touchdown. Did he dive into the end zone for the score? Colton Gerlach is going to mark him. I don't see any flags yet on the play, and I don't see if they say touchdown. There's a flag on the far side of the field. 55-yard ad-lib by Colton Gerlach. And the Highlanders are coming off the field, so that may mean a penalty against the Thunder. Matt Brandvold is our Whitecap. And here's the call. I'm waiting for it. He's making sure they have the right yard line. Dead ball. Another blindside block against Valley City. So that is the 3rd blindside block that Valley City has had tonight. And so a blindside block will negate the nice 55-yard touchdown run by Colton Gerlach. That's 2 big touchdowns now that have been called back because of a penalty. Of course, the good news is it was downfield, way downfield. So they are going to have a first down, and they're going to mark it at the 37-yard line. So, in essence, it really was about an 18-yard run for Gerlach. let's see, more than 18 yards on the run, and then the penalty. So with 3:12 to go, they'll have it 1st and 10 from the Thunder 37-yard line. 3:12 to go, third quarter. Trips to the right. Modlin the setback straight behind Gerlach. He gets a snap, looking to throw. He'll set up. He's going to go deep, looking for Coughlin, and he caught it. Another nice sliding catch by Chase Coughlin inside the 15 down to the 12. That's a 25-yard completion. And the Highliners now will find themselves with a 1st and 10. These freshmen Gerlach and sophomore Coughlin are creating quite a relationship here with the quarterback wide receiver setup. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Highliners from the 13-yard line. As we approach 2.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter, 38-12, advantage Thunder. Highliners knocking on the door. 3 receivers to the left. Modlin alone setback. 1 receiver far to the right. That's Coughlin on the island. Back to pass Gerlach. He'll throw the screen back behind him to Chase Modlin. Christian at the 15 to the 10 to the 5, and Modlin is going to be in for the touchdown. Christian Modlin powering his way on that little swing pass, but hang on, guess what? There is a flag on the play. Another illegal block against Valley City. My, oh my. So they are going to call back another touchdown and an illegal block called against Valley City. And that will mark it all the way back here to the 33-yard line. So another touchdown and a great touchdown run there by Christian Modlin. Took that swing pass behind the line of scrimmage and had 2 or 3 Thunder that were draped on him, and he just carried him into the end zone for the touchdown. But it will go for naught because of the illegal block on Valley City. But it will be now a timeout taken by Ellendale Edgeley Kulm. They want to talk it over with 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 38-12 advantage to the Thunder. This is Highliner football on the Highliner Activity Network. Two minutes and 8 seconds remaining here in this third quarter. Valley City does get a first down, though. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 33. Well, not 1st and 10. First and a whole bunch. They have to get to the 3-yard line. 1st and 20. Here's Gerlach running him at the 30. He's to the 20, to the 15. And Colton Gerlach then thrown to the ground inside the 15-yard line. So now after every big play, you got to wait and see if there's a flag. And Gerlach is also now injured a little bit as he got thrown down hard there on the tackle. And so Gerlach is now injured. That was Micah Gerard on the tackle. And now Colton's up and just maybe had his bell rung, but it's a nice run. Picks up 21 yards on the carry. And he's going to have to come out for a play. But they come to the sidelines. It was an injury timeout. Clock stopped with 90 seconds to go. So Gerlach is going to have to come out. At least for a play, maybe more. So Tegan Cleveguard will come in at quarterback. Christian Modlin back behind him. A couple of hockey players there. 3 receivers to the right, 1 here to the near side. Snap. Cleveguard gives off to Modlin. Christian to the outside of the 10, and Christian will get right to the 10-yard line. Picks up a couple of yards, picks up 3. And we'll bring up a 3rd down and 7 for Valley City from the 10-yard line with 1:11 to go in the third quarter. Clock on the move. Highlanders trailing 38-12. So Gerlach standing next to Tabitha Muncie and having a chat. And he is obviously going to sit out the rest of this third quarter. We'll see where we're at when we head into the fourth. So Tegan Cleveguard now going to take over at quarterback. A 5'10", 136-pound freshman. He's in the pistol with Modlin behind him. 3 receivers left, 1 right. High snap over everybody's head. Modlin's going to go back. He's going to grab it and just roll on it. The ball rolls free, and it's picked up, and it's not going to be a scoop and score because casing him from behind and the tackle made. It looked like it was going to be a scoop and score, but Tegan Cleveguard did not give up on the play and came back and caught up with Tate Mattern and brings him down, but it is going to be a fumble and recovered by the Thunder. And they will have it 1st and 10. It was a high snap, so not a fumble, a high snap. Looked like Christian Modlin was going to get to it. He went to fall on it, and the ball just squirted free. Mattern picked it up and took off for the races, but Tegan Cleveguard did not give up on the play and hustled himself downfield and brought Mattern down at the 40-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Thunder at the 40-yard line with 25 seconds to go in this third quarter. Highliners trailing at 38-12. High formation, Reagan Sand under center. And he goes bubble screen far side, has his man complete, and then thrown out of bounds on that far sideline, which will stop the clock. Gilbreth, in receiver, makes the completion. And it's going to be a gain to the 36-yard line, so a gain of 4 on the short pickup. And that's going to be the final play of this third quarter. So as the clock winds down, we have got 10 minutes left of football here in this junior varsity game. Your score at the end of 3 quarters of play, it is Ellendale, Edgeley, Kulm 38, Valley City 12, and we're back with the fourth quarter. This is Highliner football on the Highline Activity Network. Second down and my back. Highliners with a second down play, or Thunder coming up, second down play. 2nd and 6 from the Valley City 36. Sand under center in the near hash track, and there's some movement on the line. Why not? We've been called for everything else tonight. Sorry, I did not say that out loud. My bad. So that's going to be encroachment on the Highliners, which will not be enough for a first down. It'll be a yard short. It'll take it down to the 31. So it'll still bring up a 2nd down and 1 for the Thunder at the Highliner 31-yard line as we get ready to start things here in the fourth quarter. High formation. Sand under center. Tate Mattern fumbles the football, and it's a scrum. And actually, that wasn't Mattern. The Highliners are going to get it. It is Highliner football. Actually, that was Nolan Galbraith that fumbled the football. He was in the tailback spot, and the Highliners come up with a recovery. I think that was Aiden Stanton Ring that came up with the recovery for Valley City. So the Highliners with a break here from the 35-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Just getting things started here in the fourth quarter. 9:54 remaining as they trail 38-12. They'll send receiver wide here to the near side. That's Stanton Ring. Congo will go to the far side of the field. Now they actually have trips here to the near side. Modeling the lone setback. And back to throw. Looking. Still looking. Flag on the play. Rolling here to the near side. And running is Gerlach and then pushed out of bounds at the 35-yard line. But there's a flag on the play. And that's in the vicinity of a hold. possibly. And Gerlach was able to run and get something positive. So holding against Valley City. And that will mark them off 10 more back to the 25-yard line, which will bring up 1st and 20 from the 25 for the Highliners. And they want that clock going, and the clock is on the move with 9:40 remaining. From the 25. 1st and 20 for the Highliners. Gerlach in the pistol. Modlin back behind him. Gets the good snap, looking to throw. Sets up, fires, going deep, near side, underthrown, incomplete. He was looking for Stanton Ring, came up a little bit short. Lewis Schmidt was closer to the ball, but it was still 5 yards shy of him, and it was an incompleted pass. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 20 from the 25. And Highliners will be on the road to Kulm this weekend on Friday night for their big Region 1 matchup with Ellendale, Edgeley, Kulm. We're ranked number 5 in the poll last week. New poll will come out tomorrow. Actually, will come out on Wednesday, will be the new poll in Class A football. From the 25. There's a snap, Gerlach to throw. Again, he wants the same one. This is Chase Coughlin, and it's going to come up way short. He was working one-on-one with Schlosser, and again, comes up short. And that will bring up a 3rd down and 20 from the 25-yard line. I think we're starting to see Gerlach's limit is on the fly. About 25, 26 yards on the fly. But his arm could be tired because he has thrown quite a bit tonight. He himself is probably tired because he's playing a lot of football, as all of these guys have tonight. From the 35, 9:16 remaining. 3 receivers here to the near side. High snap, but it goes right in the hands of Christian Modlin. He needs some blocking, and Christian will get out to the line of scrimmage. It was a high snap, but Christian right behind him was there and caught it, and then started upfield. Tackle there. Lewis Schmidt was there defensively for the Thunder, along with Jaden Rascone. And they're going to just put it back at the line of scrimmage, so that will bring up a 4th down in a punting situation. Ronsburg will punt the ball away here for Valley City. And I believe Schlosser back deep to receive. Short punt, and it went through the hands of one of the up men. The ball is free. It's still loose, and it's going to be recovered by the Thunder. One of the up men grabbed that short punt and went right through his hands and rolled back into Thunder territory. But the Thunder are going to get the ball back. Ethan Dezarek is the one that got it, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Ellendale Edgeley Kulm at the 42-yard line with 8:34 to go here in the 4th quarter. So again, near disaster there for the Thunder, and Valley City came dangerously close to getting a big break in this 4th quarter. But it will just be a muff that's recovered by the receiving team. So 1st and 10 for EK from the 42. Power I formation behind quarterback Reagan Sand. Tate Madden on the carry. Goes off that right side across the 45, and a scrum ensues as he gets out to the 50. Picks up 8 yards. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 2 as they get everybody off the pile. Christian Modlin getting off the pile there along with Amari Ronsburg. They were the last 2 off the turf. So gain of 8 on the carry for Tate Mattern. It'll be 2nd and 2 from the 50-yard line, right on the VC at the 50. 2 receivers go to the right. I formation behind Sam. From the 50, Reagan's a new quarterback in there, as a matter of fact, and the handoff, and that's going to be a carry by Tazarek. And again, we have a number 3 at quarterback, and I do not have a number 3 on my roster, and I apologize for that there, EEK fans. I don't know if Jackson Van Eyck, the 8th grader, is now in a quarterback. If he's wearing that, because that's a number 3 in the junior high. But either way you slice it, that carry by Tazarek was enough for a first down. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line as we approach 7 minutes left to go here in this fourth quarter. From the 47, and a whistle. And they're going to have false start against the Thunder. Nolan Galbraith now in the running back position. He was on the carry there, or would have been. He is a freshman. The only other quarterback that we have on their roster is a junior and Drew Thorpe. And I don't think that's Drew out there. So the penalty takes it back to the 48-yard line. 6 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Clock ticking down here in this fourth quarter. From the 48. Back to pass. Under pressure. Dumps it off. Incomplete. Flag on the play on the far side. The referee on that far sideline, the EK sideline, is the one that threw the flag. And it's going to be another false start against the Thunder. So back them up 5 more yards. And they are going in the wrong direction. Back to the 43. And we'll bring up a, should be at least 2nd down. As they have 1st up on the sticks on the far side. Well, we'll go with what they have on the sticks. The official standing right by them. So it's a 1st down from the 43, their own 43. 1st and 20 from the 43-yard line. Here's the pitch near side. Trying to get some running room and carrying across the 45 to the 50 and then out of bounds here on the near sideline. The Highliner sideline is Tazarek. And then he was pushed out of bounds here on the near side by Colin Leubel. And Broughton also there defensively for Valley City. Takes it into the Highliner territory at the 47. Gain of 10 brings up 2nd down. And 10 from the 47 back to the original line of scrimmage. Clock should be moving. 6.5 minutes to go. From the 47-yard line. Here's the throw, far side on the screen. Complete. Galbraith gets away from one at the 45 to the 40, and then tripped up as he gets down to about the 40-yard line. Trevor Mathias on the tackle there for Valley City. So the first is going to be 3rd down and short. 3rd and about 1.5 yards. They're at the 39-yard line. They need to get to the 37 for the 1st down. We'll call 3rd and 2 here for the Thunder. Inside 6 minutes, clock ticking, 4th quarter. 38-12, advantage to Ellendale Edgeley Kulm. High formation. And the handoff. And a 1st down carry straight up the middle. And the carry then there again by Galbraith. Nolan Galbraith with the carry. Takes it to the 36. They needed 1. They got 2. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Highlanders, I believe, with all 3 of their timeouts here in the second half. So trailing this one 38-12. From the 36-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Thunder. Again with the power eye behind quarterback Schmidt on the throw, and that's going to be an incompleted pass intended here on the near side. And that was too high for Schlosser. It'll be incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 10. 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Thunder. Again, we've got Coach's Corner coming your way here on the Highliner Activity Network on Thursday morning at 7:30. And then we'll have some junior high volleyball coming up Thursday night. On the handoff, second back through. Gets inside to 35. Going to be short of a first down. Desark again on the carry. They'll mark it down at the 32-yard line. So it'll bring up third down. Volleyball here on Thursday. Junior high versus Kindred at 4:30. And also some other games going on here tomorrow. Varsity volleyball on the road at Lisbon as they wrap up the first half of the Region 1 season. Right now 9-1 on the year and unblemished 5-0 in the conference. That is the only activity going on tomorrow for the Highliners. Here's a handoff up the middle, and on the carry, going to be short of a first down. So the carry by Galbraith is going to bring them up short of a first down by, about 1.5 yards. The ball marked at the 28-yard line. So with 3 minutes and 38 seconds left to go, clock moving here in the quarter number 4. 38-12, advantage to the Thunder. Long time in the huddle here. Of course, no play clock, or there's a play clock. So they come up to the line of scrimmage. I formation. Handoff. First down and more. 25. Inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Tazarek on the carry and gets the first down. On him there for Valley City, along with a couple of teammates, but it is enough for a Thunder first down. With 2 minutes and 44 seconds, clock on the move here in the fourth quarter. Thunder with the only points here in the second half on that 45-yard touchdown run by Reagan Sand. They'll face a first down and 10 from the Highliner 18. Inverted bone behind quarterback. He turns, he'll give, and right up the middle, Galbraith with a nice carry inside the 15-yard line. Hunter Undrum from his linebacker spot coming up there defensively to get the tackle. I think also there for Valley City was Juco Matson. He was also there on the tackle. Inside 2 minutes to go. The carry takes it down to the 13. Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. And now the Thunder are going to get into the victory formation as they would have to snap it twice. There's the first one. Now it makes it third down. Now they reset the play clock to 40. And that will mean that they can run this down to about 36 seconds left to go. And they can take a knee. It'll be fourth down, and they would not have to run another play if my math is on correctly. So they're going to stand around, wait till it gets to about 10, get under center, take a knee. And it should be less than 40 seconds. It'd be a fourth down, but they would not have to snap the ball again if they did this correctly. Yeah, it looks like there's the knee. There's the 40 seconds on the clock. On the second knee, and boy, the game clock and play clock are identical. So Ellendale Edgeley Kulm does not need to snap the ball again, and that's going to do it here. Your final score in this junior varsity football game, it is Ellendale Edgeley Kulm 38 and Valley City 12. We'll come back and recap the scoring and let you know what's on the way here for Highliner football. We'll do that when we return. This is Highliner Junior Varsity Football from Hannah Field on the Highliner Activity Network. Your final score here tonight, Valley City falling here in our junior varsity game to Ellendale Edgeley Kulm by a final of 38-12. Recapping the scoring in this one, Eek got on the board first. EEK at 5:39 of the first quarter. It was Tate Mountain on a 28-yard touchdown run, and then he ran in the 2-point conversion. That made it 8-0 for the Thunder. And then at 2 minutes and 18 seconds of the first quarter, Reagan Sand on a 40-yard touchdown. The 2-point conversion was no good, and it was 14-0 for the Thunder. In the second quarter, Valley City got on the scoreboard at 6:01 of the quarter. It was Colton Gerlach taking it in from 3 yards out, and the 2-point conversion was no good, and it was 14-6 in favor of the Thunder. And then at 4:20 of the second quarter, Ellendale Edgeley Kulm again. Reagan Sand, a 71-yard touchdown run. He would hit Schmidt for the 2-point conversion, and it was 22-6. And then at 1:27 of the second quarter, Sand would hit Schlosser with a 66-yard touchdown pass, and then he would find Gilbert for the conversion to make it 30-6. And then the Highliners wrapped up the scoring in the first half with 25 seconds to go. Gerlach to Chase Coughlin for a 60-yard touchdown reception. The 2-point conversion failed. That made it 30-12. And then in the third quarter, with 5.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter, it was Sand on a 45-yard touchdown run. Tazarek added the 2-point conversion, and that was your final here, 38-12 for the Thunder over the Highliners. So, again, here's what's coming up here on the Highliner Activity Network. We will have Coach's Corner coming up Thursday morning at 7:30, talking football, tennis. They had their play-in game today, their play-in match in the EDC tournament against South. We'll be talking cross-country and also football and volleyball here on Thursday morning. And then we'll have junior high football versus Kindred, 4:30 Thursday afternoon. And that will wrap up the week for the Highliner Activity Network. A quiet week this week for sports, but we'll have another good full slate coming up next week. So again, the finals here tonight, the junior varsity and the junior high. The junior high Highliners win as the 7th graders or the 8th graders win by a final of 12-6. And then it was 12-0 in the 1 quarter of play. The Highliner 7th graders winning it. And then in our junior varsity game, Ellendale Edgeley Kulm winning it by a final of 38-12. That's going to wrap things up for my cameraman and technical director, Becca Ness, and for executive producer, Brian Krewalt. We appreciate you joining us here tonight, and we will be back with you again Thursday morning for Coach's Corner. Until then, Paul McDonald saying thanks for joining us, and so long from Hannah Field.